Good. Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday, October 20th, the October full moon, also known as the Hunter's Moon. And the reason for that is because Indians would go hunting under the light of the moon, and also when Europeans arrived, I believe they would go also. Of course, hunting is big in the fall, and the October full moon is called the Hunter's Moon. It's an absolutely fabulous moon tonight. I went out and looked at it. It's just rising. It's just stunning, very, very bright, of course, and wonderful. We've got several candles burning tonight. I've got candles, memorial candle for those who have passed, um, candles for blessings, candles for health. These are the group shared candles now. Protection, Jesus Christ, and luck and money and all kinds of blessings. In my altar area, I've got oil from the Holy Land that I got in Jerusalem area, and also soil and items of Jesus Christ, saints, personal things, family members that have passed, and so forth. Uh, we're not moon worshippers, but we like to use the full moon as a reminder that once a month we do the prayers and we do the candle burning, and we have everybody in the prayer circle. We just did some categorization of the orders and prayer requests that have come in. I mean, there's hundreds, thousands, there's a few thousand maybe, right? There's definitely hundreds and hundreds that have come in. Here is a list of recent customer friends, just uh, who have ordered since the last full moon, and then anybody else who requests to be in the prayer circle. They're in here. I've got names and names of people that we mail to who never respond, but in the mailings I say, you are in the prayer circle. So they're all printed out as well. Um, what we really want to do is, number one, we really combine folk spiritualism, age-old mysticism with Christianity. And because the moon comes around once a month, and it's always in different phases, and the full moon is the most striking. The moon has always had a kind of mystical aspect to it as far as human nature is concerned. Of course, the ocean tides are influenced by the moon. Of course, the word month comes from the word moon. I was talking to someone today, and in Latin, she said she had a headache, and I was joking. I said, "Well, tonight's the full moon. I wonder if you got it from that. Maybe you're in tune with that." And I said to her in Latin, the moon is luna. Of course, the word lunatic comes from the moon, meaning someone who gets crazy around the full moon time. So it's just always been intertwined with human history, and of course, it's intertwined with mysticism and religion and spirituality. We like to use it as a monthly reminder that we should serve our customers in this way. Plus, we like to say, as the full moon reflects the light, we like to think of it as a reminder to reflect the light of Jesus Christ. Okay, so one thing I want to say is, I've said this before, and I like reminding people of it now and then because I do it myself. When you have a problem, when you feel overwhelmed, when you have a situation that you just don't know how to handle it, or you're just tired of it, It's ongoing. The best thing to do, in my opinion, is you talk with God. Just talk with God like you're talking with anyone. Just relax and talk with God. Talk about the problem, and then ask God for advice and ask God for guidance. I used to say don't ask for help because I didn't want people to only ask for help. But once I started having some problems, I found myself asking for help. So now I want to say you can ask for help, but don't wait around for help. When you ask for guidance and you ask for advice, you will get a response. It may take an hour, it may take a day or two. But when you open up and you're really open, and you have to, and one thing that really helps is to be open about the part of a problem that you might have had a hand in causing, or a behavior that you may be able to adjust and change in yourself. That can really help tremendously, actually. But the point is, you talk with God and you ask. You can ask for help, but ask for advice and guidance. And it could take an hour or 2 hours or a day or two, but you will receive a response. You will receive guidance. And the way you receive it is it's that little voice inside of you will offer suggestions and tell you which way feels right. Now, you know that little voice. It's the same voice that tells you when something feels right and when something feels wrong. Sometimes it's scary, but it's always important that you trust that little voice. Trust your instincts. Listen to that little voice. It almost always guides you in the right way. Sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes it may take some courage. But trust your instincts. Listen to the little voice inside of you. Talk it over with God. Talk it over with some real life people that you respect who don't have a personal involvement in benefiting somehow from either way you make a decision. And you will get guided in the right direction. The reason that I say don't ask for help, but you can a little bit, is because I don't want people just praying to Jesus, praying to God, asking for help, and sitting around and waiting. That's not the way to do it. Ask for guidance and relax and listen to your little voice. Okay, we've got about, I don't know, maybe 700 candles burning tonight. Most people are subscribers to our monthly candle group, prayer candle group, where we put your name, your address, and your prayer purpose on the candles, and we light them once a month. And then there are people that buy one time only. The month, it's a combination of real candle flame along with flickering candle light. We cannot do 700 open flames, I'm sorry to say, simply because it's against the fire department rules, and it would get extremely hot in here because we've had 200 or 300 and it gets very, very hot. Why don't you do I have a couple of members of the Dream Team here tonight. I'm going to ask one to just do a quick shot of the candle burning, just to show. There you go. Very good. Excellent. Thank you so much. That's excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right. These are all folks who asked us to include their prayer candles. It's really been that's pretty good. Yeah, that's excellent. We have over 100 subscribers, and the I could have many, 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 many more, but I've never made a mail order offer for this subscription service. I've wanted to talk to every single customer when they sign up for the prayer service. I want to describe what we do and what we can do and what we can't do. I want to make sure the customers fully understand the offer and the fact that once a month we're charging a card on an established day that they want us to charge it on. So I've never sold one without personally explaining it and making sure the customer understands. I could probably have 5 times as many subscribers if I just push. I probably have 50 of it, you know. But the point is, I like the personal touch of really knowing who you are, what you want, what we're making for you, making sure every month we do it the way you want, and that you fully understand what the deal is. So that's so we've got. A year ago, I had 1 subscriber. He was the one that suggested we do it every month for him, and that kind of gave me an idea. That was a year ago. Now we've got about 120 or 30 subscribers, so it's as successful as I want. I'd love to double it in a year or something. That'd be great. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm a pretty happy person. I'm a very happy person with the Grandma Rosa Company, and I love all the Grandma Rosa customers very, very much. I'm so grateful for all of you. All right, we're going to do the prayers now. I'm going to run through this a little bit quickly because I kind of do it every month. There's 5 steps to our prayers. There's recognition. We recognize that God is in everything. God is everywhere. There's a very common primitive, what they would call primitive, it's folk spiritual religion called animism. I know from the Italian language, anima is like your spirit. So animism is the term for the religion where you have this sense that every living thing has a spirit. That's animism, animistic religions. So almost everybody believes animistically unless they're converted to something much more organized, something Bible-based, something where a congregation gets together a certain time, a certain day of the week. But raw, tribal, basic religion, almost everybody is animistic, regardless of continent, before something more organized comes along. The concept that God is in everything is very animistic to me. Every month when I say it, I think of it. It's kind of animistic, that there's a little piece of God in every single thing that's created, especially living things. Secondly, we are all of God. This is unification. Everybody's unified. You know, be careful in your business dealings. Be careful with your thoughts. Be careful with jealousy. Be careful with all that, because we're all unified, and we really got to treat each other right in your dealings and with your thoughts and so on and so forth, because you're connected with everybody and everything, because we're all of God, and the Creator is always in the creation. When I write a letter, sales letter, part of me is in that. And that's how God is with everything. Realization. Realization is the part of the prayer. We're saying the prayer, but we really, in our mind, we have the conviction that it's coming true. We're speaking it into truth. The ancient Hebrew was thought and thing is the same word. And the reason for that is because you think things into existence. It might take your hands to shape it. I mean, I don't want to get too mystical here, but you have the concept and then you make it happen. The 4th step we do is gratitude, thankfulness. And the final step is release, where we lower our anxiety by letting God handle some of this. As I say the prayers, I sprinkle the herb, I release it under the moon. That's the symbolic release step of our prayers. Okay. Again, we've got all the names. We've got 1,000+ responses, prayer requests. And I tell people, we put it in the prayer circle and we pray over it. Pray over your name. People check mark the prayers that they want. We say all the prayers. We let the check marks do their own work. We can't individually pray over each name. We get way too much response. But if people understand that, they all know you're in the prayer circle along with other recent customer friends. Okay, so I'm going to go over the common prayers. And again, we're saying them with a conviction and a surety in our mind and in our heart that we're actually making some progress. We're actually pushing the boulder down the hill, and it's going to roll. It's going to happen. Money blessings for all that want them, which is probably everybody here. Better job, better business, better career. For all those that want them, it's happening. We're sending that energy out. Winning in all parts of life. People love that one. The other one they love is turning bad luck to good luck. We're sending out an energy for a winning in all parts of life. We're sending out an energy so that you have a positive energy. You have a strong energy. And we turn bad luck. We turn the perception that things aren't going right in your life to the perception that they are starting to go right. And you get on a lucky roll. Blessings in all parts of life. I think I updated this. Here we go. Blessings in all parts of life, including sweepstakes, lotteries, casinos. Hugely popular desire in folk spiritualism. I say this every single month. I've traveled to one more country than I said last month, because since the last full moon, I've traveled to what I think is my 44th country. And yes, I studied folk spiritualism in the most recent country that I was in 2 weeks ago, like I have in almost all of the others. Every single folk spiritual practice that I've ever seen has luck in it, luck charms, good fortune, gambling luck. Everyone. As long as you keep it in perspective and it's your recreational fun, there's nothing wrong with luck and gambling, as long as it's within perspective, in our opinion. And we certainly will honor the age-old practice of providing traditional luck and gambling charms, because this Grandma Rose is a company, and a company provides what the people want, as long as there's not an ethical or moral problem with it. And I don't have an ethical or moral problem with it, as long as people have gambling in perspective. Anyway, luck in all parts of life, including sweepstakes, lottery, casino. Prayers for clearing away bad energy, bad juju. Jinx removal prayer. Clearing blocks. Blocks are being cleared. A fresh start is happening for those that want a fresh start. Negative energy is being lifted. For those that have the concept that they have some type of a generational curse, I don't care for this concept. I don't endorse it, but I know a lot of people have this concept. That is you can break that spell right here and now. Protection from bad people. Protection from jealous people. Protection from difficult family members who are wishing harm on you. Protection from jealous co-workers. It could even be somebody in your own church or neighbors. Protection from people that are just personally frustrated in their own life, and instead of trying to raise themselves up, they try to tear you down. Protection from these people. I read a great quote the other day that summed up somebody I know. Some people try to make themselves taller by cutting off the heads of others. Protection from those kinds of people. Power and personal growth prayers make you stronger, feed your spirit. You are becoming more capable of going and getting what you desire in life. Make good decisions. You will make better decisions, and I gave you a tip at the beginning of this on how to make better decisions. SSI, government benefits for those that qualify, may you get what you qualify. Business and career growth is happening for those that are looking for it. Court case success. Court case success for a loved one. May you present yourself in the best possible light, and may you get the best possible outcome. Love and relationships. Love only you. Find a new lover for those that are looking. Become irresistible for those who need a little jolt of support and kind of a new page. Strengthening existing love relationships. If there's a lover's triangle, may the other person go away and find someone better, or may you go away and find someone better, because you shouldn't be happy with someone who's happy with a lover's triangle. Attract a new love. I actually could use that one. Healthy sex life. Health and strong spirit prayers. And strong spirit is what this is all about. Everything we do is intended to feed your spirit, support you, boost you, lift you up so that you're closer to what you want to get in life. You're reinvigorated and you have a much better shot of achieving what you want. Good health for you. Good health for your loved one. And then many people wrote in names of loved ones. Good health for all of the loved ones that are written in. Special request prayer. Many people wrote in special requests. Obviously, I can't read 300 special requests. When I open the mail, I look at it, but I can't read it tonight. May all the special requests be granted or be put in motion. This one is peace in my relationships with my husband, and then it mentions his name. I'm not going to say his name. But family harmony is a big request. Matter of fact, we made a candle. Last candles when we made for tonight, we had to do with family harmony for someone. We have a memorial candle here. This is a group shared memorial candle. Nobody will ever pay for that, of course. That's not on the. It's on a sheet where you pay for candles, but it's made clear that that's a free one. Anyway, everybody here who wrote in the names of loved ones who have passed. And today I found out a beloved customer who's been with me off and on for probably 15 years. Woman in New Jersey. I found out today from a piece of mail that came back that she has recently passed. And I put her name on right in the memorial candle for tonight. But for all of those who have loved ones who have recently passed, may they, wherever they may be, may it be a good place for them. Memorial candle for all. Okay. All right. I've got the Gregorian chants playing tonight. I usually play Gregorian chants. That's from about 1,000 years ago. Catholic services, Catholic music. I love it very much. I've got my yarmulke from the Western Wall in Jerusalem. I've also got this cross that I love, and it's bejeweled with maybe 100 jewels, maybe 80, along with set in sterling silver. I just saw yesterday that they found a sword in the water off of Israel, a sword from the Crusader era. The Crusader era is about the same time as this music. It's about 1,000 years ago. It was a time when Muslim armies were crossing Middle East, and they took Jerusalem. And Jerusalem, of course, is a Jewish and Christian and now Muslim sacred place, but at the time it was Jewish and Christian. And of course, it's the site of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is the most sacred place, most sacred spot in Christianity. And as the Muslims about 1,000 years ago were taking it, many Europeans were going by boat. They were going by land to the Mediterranean and then taking boats to Israel to defend. And I've been to all these sites. I've been to where the old dock was. I've been to these old buildings where these crusaders would stop and rest after their trip before they would go up to Jerusalem and fight in the war, and so forth. I just saw yesterday where an Israeli diver, one who looks for artifacts, found a Crusader sword from about 1,000 years ago. I thought that was very, very cool. Really brought it to life. Anyway, this music is more or less from that era, more or less. All right, I'm going to go underneath the full moon now and sprinkle the herbs as well. First of all, before we've done the prayers of realization, let me just go into gratitude for 1 second. I am so grateful for all the Grandma Rosa customers. My whole adult life, there's always another customer that comes to me. There's always another person who wants another service. There's always somebody. I have very, very few new customers right now. The overwhelming majority of customers are people that have bought from me for years, or maybe they drop off for a while and we do a mailing. Like a lot of these mailings are a kind of reactivation where we find that we find where they're living and where they are, and we mail them out something new. 90% of my customers are people that have bought from us. They could have been buying the last 25 years, or they could have bought 20 years ago, and then they moved and we lost each other, and now we found each other again. You cannot believe from these kind of mailings how many notes are in there. Like, I am so glad you found me. I'm so happy to hear from you. It's amazing. And so many people, we ask for a modest amount to begin with, and so many people will pay more than that. They're like, they're just happy. They're just happy that we're back in touch. So I am absolutely grateful to the customers. I put my heart into trying to give them the best possible products and guidance I can, and I am grateful that they respond the way that they do. It is tremendous. Anyway, thank you. We're going to go release now, which we're going to release the herbs under the full moon, and it's symbolically kind of letting our concerns go and having some faith that our prayers are in the works, and also relaxing and coming up with ideas on how we can reach our goals. Okay. All right. So October 20th, beautiful hunter moon, full moon. Again, I am so grateful for all of you. It's been wonderful. We have probably a couple thousand, well, no, many thousands of names and a couple thousand letters. I've got 700 or so candles going. May all of you be blessed. May you all be reinvigorated. May you rise to blessings, and may you get what you desire or something better. I'm grateful to you all, and I'm just so happy to be able to serve you all. Amen.